Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Best of Penn. My name is Kaitlyn Anderson. On the show, we're going to talk a little bit about the daily life of a William Penn student and some of the stuff that they enjoy doing around campus. Today, I'm here with August Helgeson. August, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty well. How are you doing, Katie?
I'm doing great. How do you feel about finals being next week?
You know, honestly, I don't have nearly as many finals as I'm used to, so it's not that bad. So.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking about finals, what is your major and what year in school are you?
So I'm a digital communications major, and on the video production track, and I am a sophomore this year.
Awesome. Where are you from?
From Cedar Rapids, Iowa, so about 2 hours east of here.
Is Cedar Rapids much different from Oskaloosa, Iowa?
Let's just say it's a big town with more of a small town feel, if that makes sense.
It does.
Lots of smaller, outer lying communities, that whole kind of thing. So, yeah, I'm from Cedar Rapids.
Awesome. Was it difficult for you to decide to come to William Penn?
Actually, it was interesting. So I was originally going to go to a different school that was out in Illinois. Then in, I think it was June, I ended up actually applying here and got a pretty decently sized scholarship. So I ended up deciding to come here instead after talking with some of the professors at the time and looking at the facilities as well.
That's awesome. Cool. Well, have you made any new friends this year?
I made a lot of new friends this year. When we look at, I joined the digital impact team this year, so that really opened up a lot of gates. I made some new friends like Kerbe, Howk, Nick Burley, you, Katie, and just a bunch of other people as well, including Zach Harger. But yeah, I've made quite a few new friends this year.
That's awesome. You mentioned the digital impact team. What kind of stuff do you do on the digital impact team?
So I, when it comes to digital impact team, work a lot with kind of like a catch-all. So a lot of times what we'll do is we work towards bettering a community by implementing technology in a way that wasn't there before. And the way that we do it is by doing something that we don't have to maintain as we keep going, right? So we can put it in there and it'll stay good while it's there. So 2 days ago, I was looking at how to set up a latch release for a hog trap, right? So it's just kind of all over the place. And the week before, I was looking at cryptocurrency mining. So again, I'm kind of like whatever they need me to do, I can try to do it.
That's awesome. That's a really good skill to have.
Yeah, I think so.
What would you say you enjoy most about this campus?
The campus, honestly, I really like the size. It's really easy to get around. Not a very large campus at all. But it still has a lot of the connections of a larger university as well.
Mm-hmm. For sure. And what would you say has been a fun activity that you've been a part of during your time on campus? Like any sort of home game or any sort of activity in a club?
So I do all of the broadcasting here for home sports and football especially. So I think that's been a lot of fun, and it's really I've gotten a lot better at it since I started over the 2 years, and possibly looking to go further into that after graduation. So yeah, I think broadcasting would probably be one of the main things.
Mm-hmm. And what would you say ultimately swayed your decision to come to William Penn?
It's interesting because when you walk around Cedar Rapids, at least, it was like I would wear a William Penn t-shirt when I was first looking at the school. And then there's this guy that I'd never met before. It's like, wait, that's William Penn University. I went to school there. It's like, all right, first of all, I didn't know anybody went to school there. And it turns out it's a lot more larger community than most people think at the start. And people who went here and graduated from here love their alma mater like nothing else. And it's kind of insane. Most people I went to the University of Iowa. It's just kind of how it is. A lot of people do it. And sure, they loved college, but they don't love the university that much, whereas there's something different about William Penn in that way, I think.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. And there's a lot of things that are special about this campus that you can't really find anywhere else, but what is one of those special things to you?
That I just can't find anywhere else?
Yeah.
I think one of the most amazing parts about this campus is, I think it's part of the diversity of it, right? So it's a small, only just over 1,000 student private university in the middle of Iowa, right? So chances are you'd expect a bunch of farmer kids, that whole kind of thing. Whereas we have people from Tanzania, we have people from Norway, we have people from all over the world, including, 48 of the 50 states.
Yeah.
It's insane, the fact that people from all over the place come, whether it be to play basketball, play football, or other stuff like that, but still pursuing their studies here.
For sure. And now I know you mentioned sports broadcasting as being one of the things you enjoy doing. What got you into sports broadcasting?
So I actually started PA announcing, so like over the loudspeaker at women's basketball in high school. So I decided, and I really, really started to love that. I was like, well, what has a better ability of a career, PA announcing or trying to actually do it like over the TV? And it's really hard to find people that live just over PA announcing.
Mm-hmm.
So Wade Steinlage actually came forward to me with the opportunity to do play-by-play casting. So I decided, you know what, let's hop on it, let's do that.
For sure. How long have you been doing broadcasting?
Over the TV specifically, just over 2.5 years, and then PA announcing, it's been closer to 4.
That's really cool. So you've had several years of experience doing some of this stuff. What is your favorite sport to broadcast?
Football. I played football from 4th grade to senior year of high school. So I fell in love with the sport. I know it inside and out. So I love being able to look at it, break it down, and do that whole thing. And just do it like that. And I've just fallen in love with the sport and the people that are involved in it. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you've mentioned women's basketball and football. What other things have you broadcasted for?
I do all of the broadcasting for the home wrestling meets here. I used to wrestle. I used to do everything in high school. I've done a couple baseball games, a couple men's basketball games. I'm going to be doing lacrosse this year, which is starting, which should be interesting. I've done quite a few softball games. I've tried, I think, every single sport that we broadcast here at William Penn.
That's really cool.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
So now, on to our final question, the most important one of this entire interview. What is your favorite kind of dessert?
Kind of dessert?
Yeah.
I'm going to be an odd one here. I love key lime pie.
Yeah?
I love key lime pie. So, I don't know what it is, but it's kind of, I like the tartness, but also it's like, I just love key lime pie. So, yeah.
Neat. That is one that I have not heard yet. So, that is all that we have time for right now. Thank you for being here today, AJ.
Thank you.
And thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you next time on The Best of Penn.